everybody! So for today's video, I am going to share with you my journey to my dual citizenship. For the summary of the steps on how to reacquire your Filipino citizenship, you can use this guide na pinrovide ng Philippine Consulate General in Frankfurt. You can check this sa kanilang Facebook page. For my case, I'm going to share with you yung step-by-step na ginawa ko using that guide. So first, you have to go to the website of the Philippine Consulate General in Frankfurt, select menu, and then the consular services. So further down, you will see the Filipino citizenship. Then select the reacquisition or retention of Filipino citizenship. Then, you will get more information about this service. So, for my case, meron akong Philippine passport before, but when I applied for my German pass, I have to give up my Philippine passport kasi bawal pa yung dalawa or more. So, if we have the same case, ito rin yung dapat mong gawin. So, unang-una is to get the application form. RA, Reacquisition and Retention Form. Here's how it looks. So, dapat, syempre, you have to fill up all the details. The other requirements are here. Aside sa application form, you have to provide as many as you can na proof of documents na ikaw ay dating Filipino citizen. Of course, your recent passport size photos, and if you're married, your marriage certificate, plus your German certificate or your Einbürgerungsurkunde and your German passport. Then, it is also possible na maghingi pa ng mga additional documents ang evaluating officer. Then, you have to all send it to their email address. After sending all the requirements, that's the time you can schedule an appointment. So, pwede yan sa Frankfurt, sa mismong consulate office doon, or take advantage sa mga consular outreach missions. So, that time, meron dito sa Nuremberg, which is dito lang sa malapit sa bahay namin, at tinake advantage ko yon para hindi na ako kailangang mag-travel sa Frankfurt. So, during that time, meron din mga passport services, and pinagawa ko na rin at the same time yung Philippine passport ng aking mga anak. And si Patricia, ginawa ko extra sa Frankfurt. So, for my case, kailangan ipakita ko rin in person yung mga documents, evaluate, and then saka tayo magbabayad. After that, they will explain all the benefits.
First thing you will of course gain back is your right to purchase property in the Philippines with no limitations. Because as a former Filipino, you could have bought certain things pero may size limits, may ownership percentage limits. In relation to that, you will also be allowed to open and own businesses in the Philippines na 100% ownership nyo rin po. Walang impact na, wala na pong limitations na kailangan ng partnership. What else? You can carry a Philippine passport again. I know some people like that, not because they want to use the Philippine passport, but because they have transactions in the Philippines and banks, ang favorite form of ID nila is the Philippine passport. Next, you are also eligible to vote after you complete this process. But you have to register to vote. Just so happens that the registration period for next year's elections is already closed. But by the end of next year, we will open the registration process again for the next presidential election. Right, to practice your profession. Some of you are professionals, nurses, architects, doctors. You would have to talk to the PRC in the Philippines about reinstating your licenses. But once you've dealt with them, theoretically there is nothing barring you practicing in the Philippines again. Taxation. So if your income is earned here, then you just pay your taxes here. If your income is earned in the Philippines, you pay taxes for that income in the Philippines because Germany and the Philippines have a double taxation agreement which basically avoids taxing the same person twice. So, basta the defining feature is where was the income earned. So if, for example, you own property, of course, if you own property in the Philippines, you pay taxes for that property in the Philippines. If you earn from that property through rental in the Philippines, then you pay taxes on that rental income in the Philippines. And you have both the German and the Philippine passport. When you're exiting Germany, you of course use your German passport. When you enter the Philippines, you show your Philippine passport. If they ask you saan kayo nanggaling, bakit walang stamp or walang visa, then you show them your German passport, in which case you also show them the 3 documents I'll be issuing to you today, yung acquisition documents ninyo to prove na legitimate po yung Philippine passport nyo. Dahil pag nahuli po na hindi magkasama yon, ma'am, there will be issues. Okay, so the 3 documents I will issue to you today, it's called your oath of allegiance, your order of approval, and your identification certificate. Those 3 documents I can only issue to you once. Don't get them wet, don't get them burned. Huwag nyo pong ma-aksidente yun, huwag nyo ma-shredder. I cannot issue a replacement. You would have to go to the Bureau of Immigration in Manila to line up and request for another copy. If you lose it, what I can do for you is once you receive those documents from us today, you can talk to the receptionist about photocopying them. Then you can bring them back. I can issue a certified PO copy, but we charge. It's 25 euros per set. So if you're planning to travel frequently to the Philippines, you want to protect your originals, kasi nga naman I cannot replace them, we suggest you get at least 1 CTC, maybe 2 if you're segurista, up to you. So and then you just keep the original one safe somewhere that's fireproof or flood-proof, ganun po. I will read per line, and then you repeat after me, please. Okay, so I state your name. Solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Republic of the Philippines and obey the laws and legal orders promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Philippines. And I hereby declare that I recognize and accept the supreme authority of the Philippines and will maintain true faith and allegiance thereto. And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. Thank you.
After the oath taking, then you will receive the order of approval and identification certificate. So there you go. Thank you for watching, and God bless on your journey to having your Filipino citizenship back and your dual citizenship here in Germany.